our work, like let's say, I think 99.9% of the times is about improving something. And when your focus is constantly about what's not there yet, you completely forget what's already there. Why is what you're good at so obvious to you? Recognizable? For me it is, was, still is, every now and then. Okay, today I'm going to explain to you why this is like this, the way it is, because you're not the only one, I'm not the only one. And of course, what you can do to change it and how important it is to change it. Okay, one step at a time. Why is it that what you're doing, what you're achieving, what you're contributing is so obvious to you? Why do you have thoughts like, okay, for me it's so easy, so it must be easy for everyone. For me it's so normal, so it must be normal for everyone. But it's not like that. And you somewhere also know that. But still, the reason why it's this. Okay, as human beings, we are made to continuously develop ourselves to achieve something. And to do that, we need to learn. We need to learn. Now, usually we don't like to change. We don't like to learn unless it has our true motivation. That makes it easier. And because the things that we're naturally good at, and we usually like to learn, so we like to change, so we like to step out of our comfort zone on this subject. And because it feels like even learning often is effortless, that makes it so normal. Oh, well, it wasn't that complicated to learn this. It wasn't that complicated to achieve this. And that's good, huh? It's good that it's effortless, because if you need a lot of effort, you would not probably where you are right now. But so that's the good part. But exactly the effortlessness while learning, that creates the downside of, okay, well, to me it wasn't so special, so it's probably for everyone like that. And that's where you go wrong. So listen, here's what you can do. Do not do this anymore. So to see your own qualities, to value your own qualities, just for yourself, right? We move to the outside in the third step. Well, what can you do? There's a couple of things. There is a lot of things. The program is it's a lot about these things. But hey, I'm just having this podcast right now to share some insights with you. So I will just start with a tiny little bit. Okay. The thing is, okay, you can overlook your own qualities, but if an outsider can be everybody but you. If an outsider looks at you and has the comparison of other people doing maybe similar things, they see where you make a difference. They see where your qualities are actually super qualities compared to others. So that's could be a reason for people why they give you a compliment or positive feedback. Now, exactly this positive feedback, I don't know about you, but often it goes one ear in. I don't know if this is the correct English way of saying, and it goes the other ear out. And you should not allow yourself to do that, because exactly those compliments, you need to take it in. You need to feel it, embrace it, feel it until your toes, feel the twinkle in your eyes, the butterflies in your stomach, everything. Do everything to take in a compliment. You don't have to do it on the spot. Of course not. You can if you want. But do it afterwards, at home, on your way home, or whatever you are, on the toilet. Take it in. Take it in. Because exactly the compliments that you're getting from others are way better in seeing where you make a difference compared to how you say things. Because for you, it's all normal. Standing out? It's normal, right? Everybody does it this way. And that's where you go wrong. Not even half of the people do it that way. You do it that way because you are you, and you put in an effort to learn, to fall, to stand up again and continue learning and doing, because this is your thing. And you have to remember that, you have to feel that, it doesn't make you arrogant. I think it makes you the opposite of arrogant. It makes you aware. It makes you aware. By this you take ownership of everything. Not only ownership of the failures. No, we do that. At least when you're a leader, you do that automatically. Not everybody is a leader. Not everybody takes ownership on failures, but you need to take ownership on your qualities, on your result, on your excellent results. It's very important, and others are there to help you. You can also ask people, or ask the cheerleaders, right? Ask the cheerleaders, ask the optimistic people, because there is also people that it's because they're very hard on themselves. If you ask a person that's really hard on him or herself to point out the quality in you, you will probably get feedback to improve, because that's how they look at themselves, and they cannot make if they cannot do it to themselves in the nice way, they can also not do it to someone else, and so also not to you. So pick the people who are not so hard on themselves, so they're capable of giving you a compliment. So that was number 2. The third one brings it all together. So why is it so important? Why is it so freaking important that you're aware of your qualities? Okay, maybe you've heard the saying, be good and tell it. I don't know who is it from, but that was my discovery a while ago. I discovered that just hardworking, being the best is not enough to make steps forward in my career. I need to also position myself. And that is the thing. So not only be good, also tell people that you're good. It's not so literally, but that's the saying. Now, there is some big part missing. There is a very big part missing in this quote. Because if you are, like I was, I can still be, and your standards are very high, and for you, good is not good enough, or you believe that what you're good at, it's so normal that it's everybody is good at it, then now is the time to truly listen. Because to be able to tell others how good you are, in the literally saying of the word, the quote, if you don't know yourself how good you are in your results, in your qualities, whatever, then how are you going to explain to others? How are you going to so-called convince others how good you are? How are you going to tell others? They have to think of you when the next career opportunity is there. They have to think of you and ask you. But how can you do that if you don't even know yourself, what your qualities, what your results, what your impact is? You don't. And that's why it's so important. That's why it's so important to be aware of what you're good at. It's so without, and this is about ownership. This is about ownership, and it's part of leadership. If you do not know, if you do not take ownership on your qualities, sorry, dude, it ain't gonna happen that you're gonna share this successfully to somebody else. It ain't gonna happen that you speak up, because you don't even know what you have to speak up for or about, or however you say this in English. But you get the point, right? You get the point. Please don't look at yourself. Of course, it's all understandable. Whatever work you do, if it's in profit, non-profit, it doesn't matter. Our work, like let's say, I think 99.9% of the times, is about improving something. It's about getting better results. It's about getting higher results. It's about making something better that's not there yet. So our focus in our lives also, not only work in our lives, it's too often, I believe too often, about what's not there yet. And when your focus is constantly about what's not there yet, guess what happens? You completely forget what's already there. Completely. And there is a lot there. So, okay, this came from my heart, you might have noticed. But I truly hope that I'm clear. Often we think what we're good at is so obvious to ourselves that we believe everybody is capable of doing it. But it's not. The reason why we think, because it even felt effortless to get there, to learn, to fall, to get up again and learn again and improve ourselves. We liked it because we picked something that's close to us. And then third, if you want to position yourself for success, be good and tell it. You have to be aware of what you're good at. Otherwise, how can you expect someone else to see what you're good at? Not. Thank you for listening. And again, please share this podcast episode with anybody who you believe needs to hear this. Thank you.